drill twice a year. It's coming up next week on April 20th. Thank you to those of you who have filled out your disaster drill form and gotten it back to me. So we have a few people participating. So thank you for that. That helps the staff. You may get an assignment, like you're injured or you're anxious. So thank you again for volunteering. It's not mandatory, but we do recommend that residents, especially if you've never done a disaster drill before or an evacuation drill, that you participate. Building the muscle memory is a lot more helpful than panicking during a real emergency. Your favorite and mine financials for February 2026. So, a brief overview, we had a budgeted revenue goal of 1,492,763. We came in at 1,554,562. So we missed revenue by 38,202. Expenses, we did better in payroll by 39,949, but we went over in operating expenses to the tune of 24,347. And so therefore, our bottom line on expenses, we actually came in a bit better at $15,601 better than budget for expenses. All told, our bottom line, we were expected to contribute an operating contribution of $512,090. We came in at $489,489, so we missed it by $22,601. Selected expenses for review. All year we've been over in utilities. That has a lot to do with the clubhouse and summer house and the extra energy that they're using, plus costs are just higher. Food came in under budget for February, so we did better than budget by $7,274. And then outside services has also been another Achilles heel this year by having to, or by Front Porch changing the threshold for what constitutes CapEx from 1,000 to 5,000, it means a lot more stuff hits our bottom line, our operating expense. And so we spend a lot on HVAC repair, plumbing repair, elevator repair, which you all know quite well. And so outside services also includes any temporary help that we have. So if we've got somebody out on long-term disability, we'll need to bring in a temp. We can't replace that position. They're still an employee of ours, technically by the state of California labor laws. So we can only bring in a temp, and that temp will hit the outside services budget. So where we saved in payroll, you make it up in outside services, and that hits our expense line. Current CapEx projects, we're adding outlets to the village to run off of generators. So some of the common areas like the LLC, Red Chair Lounge, I believe. So if somebody requires oxygen and they're on an oxygen concentrator, in case of a true emergency, we can at least plug in that concentrator in a location where we can supervise and make sure that folks are okay. Elevator 5. Elevator 5. So Ethan will give you an update on that, but we have signed the contract for the modernization of Elevator 5, and it's not a quick process, unfortunately. Complete refurbishment of 167 and 338, both have deposits on them. And then all lights along the front walkways have been replaced to make sure that they are a little bit more sturdy. Something that just came up, and you're gonna see in your Friday memo today, Front Porch every year does a charity golf tournament to raise funds to expand Home Match, which is the program that connects older adults with extra space to those seeking affordable housing. It's Monday, June 8th at the La Cañada Flint Ridge Country Club, and they are offering discounted tickets to residents and staff. So you can choose your experience, the Connect and Thrive experience, which is joining an exclusive 2-hour workshop designed to uplift and inspire, followed by a delicious lunch celebration. It's led by Anna Hall, our culture and community officer. It's an engaging, interactive experience that will help you discover your unique purpose equation and learn how to activate your daily joy fuel. The department heads here participated in it, and it was fun. It was a fun exercise to kind of find out what really kind of drives you. I'm going to get there. We're getting to the ticket cost. The golf experience, you can choose just that. Enjoy a morning on the green featuring premium hospitality stations, unique course contests, and an opportunity to support the front porch mission with every swing. And the costs are, if you do the lunch and workshop pass, it includes the 2-hour workshop, snacks, and the lunch celebration and auction for $150. The lunch celebration only, join the returning golfers at 2 p.m. for lunch, awards, and networking, the cost of only $45. And then if you want to golf at the tournament, it includes 18 holes, a cart, breakfast, on-course snacks and drinks, and the lunch celebration, and that's $300. So if we get enough people who want to go do that, we'll get the bus together and make it kind of a team, a fun day up in La Cañada, Flint Ridge, supporting home match. The Gold Leaf reception. All residents are invited to attend the Gold Leaf reception on Thursday, April 20th at 4 p.m. in the Red Chair Lounge. If you received a Gold Leaf invitation for dinner, so those folks who have donated at least $5,000 over the course of their occupancy here, if you received a Gold Leaf invitation for dinner, please RSVP to the front desk at your earliest convenience. It was created by Jackie. We noticed that the phone number is wrong. She has 507-1310. It's 507-1301. So if you wouldn't mind RSVPing to the front desk, that would be great so that we can count you for a lovely dinner. Couple of housekeeping notes, just a reminder, please only put your trash outside your door, bagged and secured, please, between the hours of 9 p.m. and 9 a.m. only. We don't want our hallways looking trashy during the day. And then groceries, please don't call the front desk to have them have a maintenance tech come down and get your groceries. Go ahead and park in the traffic circle up here. One of our team members will help you unload, and then you're welcome to use one of the shopping carts to bring your groceries up to your apartment. And I will welcome up Pam for care department updates.
Thank you, Debbie. Good morning, everybody. So for care updates, we had our first Salmon Audiology Clinic last Wednesday. It went really well. The lunch and learn I heard went really well as well. The second hearing clinic is this coming Wednesday, April 23rd, starting at 8:30 in the morning. And it's pretty filled up, and I believe after the last clinic is 2:30 for him, then he's gonna be seeing patients after that for follow-ups from last week. If you do still wanna sign up for that, he will come back again. If I have more people that want to sign up for that clinic, please let me know. We got a really good first clinic out of that. Secondly, there seems to be a stomach bug going around, and it's kind of intermittent. It wasn't like when we had norovirus where everybody got sick at the same time. This is a little bit different, but there is some nausea, diarrhea going around, and it's, like I said, it's intermittent. Please let us know if you need our assistance. But we need to be doing a lot of due diligence with our hand washing. Also in the dining room, this has come to my attention, so I do need to bring this up. Please don't blow your nose with the cloth napkins, and then after you're done with your dinner, you're leaving them on the table. If you need a tissue, please ask one of our servers. I'd be happy to get you something. But again, part of my role here is infection control, and if our servers are picking up those napkins with their bare hands, that's where we do what we call cross-contamination. I don't want anybody to get sick. Is there any questions? Okay, have a great day.
Thank you, Pam. And please welcome Deanne from Sales and Marketing.
Good morning, everybody. So we had some recent move-ins. Diana Mostier, she moved in at the right last day of April, and she's in 147, along with Betty Preston, who also moved in just recently, but they're both here now. She's in 153. Would love for you guys to stop and say hi to them if you can, and get them out to a lunch or something. April move-ins, so we have a lot more happening this month. We have Joan and Jim Banks, who actually moved in yesterday, and they're back in 115 in the clubhouse. And then we have Bill and Barbara Fratsky moving in on the 22nd into 169. And then, yes, we have Howard Hughes moving in, and Ginger. But Howard and Ginger Hughes are moving into 116 on the 24th. And then Martha Hogler is coming in on the 27th in 267. So we have a lot of new people, a lot of couples. You guys are always asking me for couples, so we have them too. Okay. And then in the future, next month, we have 2 more move-ins. Grace Lee's going into the cottage, 865, and Gary and Jane Sierra are moving into 322. The mid-offs are in that one, and they're moving to 338. So that's a little shift, but that's who we have going there. And then real couple reminders. I know we're full, but we would love to have a nice long wait list. So if you have any friends or family who might be interested, we do give a $5,000 credit for your referrals, but of course it's after they've lived here for 3 months. And we're trying to get a nice long wait list, okay? And then finally, since we are full occupancy right now, we would love to showcase some of your apartments because we have nothing really to show to people. So if you would like to be on our list to have us come and show your apartment, we would call you, come see your apartment and see what days you might be available. So Marina and I can use your apartment to show people what these homes can look like. So, okay, any questions?
What does a resident get in return?
Debbie?
A free dinner.
A free dinner. Whoa, a free dinner. Okay. All right. So any other questions? All right.
Thank you.
Sure.
Free dinner, that's a value worth at least $18. So I ask you to consider it. Please now welcome up Ethan for maintenance department updates.
Thank you, Debbie. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Happy Friday.
Yep.
Okay, so I just want to hit the elephant in the room real quick. Elevator number 5. I know it's been down. I know it's been frustrating. We are doing our best to try and get it up and running. We do have to modernize it, which means it will be down for a great amount of time, waiting for the new equipment to show up and get built and everything. In the meantime, we're trying to find parts from older elevators that are being modernized in different facilities that may fit ours to get it working temporarily. The last 2 boards that we've tried have failed, unfortunately. So we're working with the manufacturer to try and get it up and running, but please bear with me. I don't want to sugarcoat anything, but it is definitely an issue right now, and we're doing the best we can to get it going. So I appreciate everybody's patience on that. Okay, monthly pest control completed this week. Again, if anybody is having any issues and wants service, we do it every second Tuesday of the month. So please call the front desk and we can get you on the schedule for service. Window washing has also begun this week. Again, please bear with us on the return of the screens. We do our best to try and get them up as quickly as possible. Today, we should have most of them back up from what we took down this week. So if not, feel free to give a call to the front desk if you don't have them up by this afternoon, and we'll try and get them up over the weekend. Yes, Joyce?
Ethan, can we contract or outside of the windows clean?
We can definitely talk to Maria for that. I believe that we do have that service.
Is that at the same time as the outsides are being done?
No, we would do that at a different time, but on her schedule, yeah. Yeah, Don.
I noticed that our kitchen window screen was not removed.
Okay, let me find out what happened there. Not sure, but I'll check on it and see what's going on.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, elevator 2, we also had issues with, that squealing, crazy sound. So we did get that fixed. We found out what the issue was. There's also another part that I'll have on order for it that will hopefully, get rid of that problem completely. So right now it's nice and quiet, safe to ride. So, if you do hear it again, please call me, call the front desk, let me know right away. But we are keeping an eye on it. And then also we had an issue, was it last week, I believe,
Yes.
with 3 and 4. They went down over the weekend intermittently. Fortunately, the elevator company was out here late that evening and got everything back up and running. So thank you again for your patience on that. I know we're having some issues with elevators right now. Okay, HVAC checks. We have been going through everybody's AC again for the summer. So if you're experiencing any issues with the air conditioning that you need service on, please give us a call, let us know, and we'll come up and check it out. We are in the process of installing an additional electric vehicle charger down in the parking structure. So right now we have that in with the city for permitting. Hopefully in the next couple of months, I know how slow they can be sometimes, but hopefully in the next couple of months we'll get that in and have another spot for people, because I know there's a lot of people getting electric vehicles now and it can get a little crowded at the charging stations. And we did get the new restroom auto doors here in the pack put in for everybody to use. Hopefully you guys have tried that out and they're working okay. We are still scheduled to get the bistro and the post office doors also installed for automatic doors. So those should be coming either today or early next week. Yes.
Is Clay scheduled for a door opener?
We have not discussed Clay's yet, but I'll talk with Debbie about that afterwards. Thank you. Bocce ball, grass. I can see everybody's enjoying that. They're using it really good. We did notice that there was some issues with the imitation grass that's on there. It needed to be restretched, so we got that all done. And got the lines painted straight again. So please enjoy that. Let me know if you see any issues with that. We will be going, I know we've had issues in the past with a lot of mosquitoes in the hallways and coming in through the doors. So I'm going through this year to put in some mosquito zappers at like all the perimeter doors. So you might see them hanging above the doors, just the little bright fluorescent lights up there. So hopefully that'll help with some of that problem. We have completed all of the water heater annual services. Everything's working good right now. And as Debbie said earlier, we are in the process of putting in the emergency outlets for the LLC, the Red Chair Lounge, and clubhouse activity for emergency needs. So if we were to have a power outage and the generator was to kick on and you had some emergency devices that you need to plug in, then we could bring you down there and plug in your equipment and keep an eye on it for you. Anybody have any questions? Okay, thank you, everybody.
And you probably saw the next slide. Please welcome up Ariel from dining.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So dining updates next week. The autumn salad will be change to our new spring salad on the always available menu on the back. That salad's really good. I had it. It's very fresh. We'll have mint, watermelon radish, mandarin oranges, feta cheese crumbles, chopped hazelnuts, and that'll be on a bed of baby greens. And we're pairing that with the in-house tarragon vinaigrette. It looks really pretty, really springy, tastes very fresh. Try that out. Food committee has been moved to the 21st of April because of the fire alarms. We're gonna kind of get in the way of our normal time. After this month, though, we'll be changed back to our normal times. Another date to remember, resident staff appreciation lunch will be on April 22. Looking ahead, we'll have our special Mother's Day brunch on May 10th. That being said, we won't have a brunch on May 3rd. And also, similar to the Easter brunch, we will have you guys call dining so you can make reservations with the amount in your party and then what time you might be coming by. And then as far as the menu, as soon as I have that menu, I'll get that sent out to you guys so you can kind of figure out what we're having. And then chef's table will be May 20th. Looking ahead again, we still have some spots available. I do want to thank everyone who joined us for the Wednesday chef's table. It was very lovely, good company, tasty food. Everyone had a really good time. As far as the dining room, we do have 2 new servers that will be coming in. We have one coming next week and another one we're waiting for, but I believe we'll have a spot for one additional one after that. So you'll see those new people walking around. I'll have them introduce themselves and then you guys let me know how everybody's doing. Comment cards are on the table. I will be ordering some little caddies so that they fit a little bit better on there. In the meantime, please use the comment cards over the menus just because it's easier for us to kind of tally that when we have to send those into the computer generator. They don't read the menus, they only read the cards. So please do that. We do want to hear your feedback. And also just a couple of things that I was thinking of this week I didn't put on here, but I did want to maybe do some events over closer to the clubhouse so that some of our clubhouse people don't have to walk all the way over here all the time. And you guys have some really nice areas over there. So thinking about doing a couple of small events over there, maybe some events outside in our breezeway when the weather gets a little bit better. So look for those as well. Just little cocktail hours or little events for you guys to just kind of mingle, especially with our new people coming in. Any questions, comments? I have one in the back.
Ellen.
When you did the ice cream survey, the explosion ice cream rated #1, I can't remember the first name. We have yet to see that any day in dining. Why is it?
We should have that today. That should be in now.
It wasn't yesterday.
Yeah, that should be in now this morning. I will double check. It is a very popular ice cream flavor. Sometimes they just don't send it, even though we order it, it doesn't show up. But that should be in this morning because I called Cisco and they said that they finally had it back in stock. So I do apologize about that. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you guys around town.
Thank you.
Good morning. It's everyone's favorite topic. Spotting scams and staying safe. So last week I went to a presentation from AARP, AARP, and this is a flyer that they gave me, and I believe this will also be in the Friday memo. If you don't see it and want it, I have a copy, I can also get it to you. So they're saying the easiest way to spot a scam is with 3 red flags. If the communication is unexpected, yields an emotional reaction, and urges immediate action, then most likely it's a scam. And their thing for what you should do is to pause, reflect, and protect. So what that means is when you're unsure if it's a scam, you take an active pause, take a breath, step back, reflect on what's happening, and take steps to protect yourself before responding to anything. And then I'm not gonna read every word of this, we'll have this on a flyer for you, but there's a lot of resources. You can go to their website, look up fraud, what to do, remind you of pausing and reflecting on what it is. So fraud can target anyone, no matter what your age or background. And actually, the event I went to, we all think that seniors is the biggest population. Right now, they're saying it's younger people, 20s, 30s, because they think they know what to look for and they catch them off guard. So it affects everyone. And they also adapt their tactics. They're always one step ahead. So we have to really be diligent in looking at everything before we answer. They have a common goal to steal your money, personal information, or both. And they are very skilled. And another thing that I know everyone's reporting it to me, but we can also report it to ARP. They have a fraud department, and then they can publicize the different ones so everyone's more aware. And so things that you can do to keep yourself safe. You can safeguard your data with strong, unique passwords. If you want, you can freeze your credit report to prevent any unwanted access. You just have to remember, if you're going to apply for anything, you have to call and unfreeze it first, or you'll get denied. Verify the source of a call before answering. Legitimate callers will typically leave a voicemail. Choose and use a safe word with your family. They're getting very good at this, especially with AI, that they can have a video of someone in your family, use their voice. So if you have a safe word with your family, you can always ask what the safe word is to verify that's who they are. Adjust your privacy settings on your social media, meaning instead of a public profile, you can make it private. Become familiar with system pop-ups, messages on your devices. Most pop-ups, you want to just X out, ignore those. Most likely those are just ads or trying to get information from you. Look closely at the website addresses, make sure it is the address you're trying to go to. If you have an email, it says click here. If you're on a computer, you can just hover over that, not click on it, and it will show you the address before you click it. But most likely, if it's your bank or something, don't click through the email, just go to the website directly to avoid having to look at that. Like I just said, visit the original websites. Keep your computer and phone software up to date. I know a lot of you don't update. You're afraid to do the updates and it'll change everything. If you need help with the updates, let me know. The updates are there to protect us. Yeah, so again, scams come in many forms. No one's immune from it. So again, pause, reflect, and protect yourself before responding to anything. And so again, let me know if you want a copy of this flyer to keep on hand to remind you. Other updates. So if you do have a charging vehicle, electric charging vehicle, please move your car from the charging station once it is finished charging. We do have other people that need to use those. Right now, we do have 3 parking spots, but only 2 chargers. So there is a third spot that you can park in if someone is not using a charger or their car is already charged. We do have that third spot to park in. And then a lot of people have asked, I will still be doing tech troubleshooting and repair until someone else is here, until we have an assistant. So a lot of people have asked, who do I call now? You can still call me. Okay. And then Patty Trevor is working with the Alzheimer's Orange County to bring a presentation here monthly. And so here are the results from the survey of topics. So the first one is remember this, everyday memory tips that work. Brain myths busted, what's true, what's not, and what to do. The importance of sleep for cognition. Boost your brain, simple daily habits for cognition health. Sharpen your mind, memory tips and tricks. Living well with early stage memory loss. Digital overload, protecting your brain in a tech-heavy world. Mine Matters, the role of heart health and navigating loneliness as we age. Any questions on anything? No? Okay, and we'll welcome up Ryan.
My turn. Everyone's second favorite topic, exercise. Back to scams though, I got a text a couple weeks ago that there was a warrant out for my arrest, but for the low price of $6,000, I could clear that warrant. So be diligent. You never know what they're gonna come up with. Some updates from the gym department. We do have a trial Tai Chi class next week, next Wednesday at 2 p.m. So if you're interested in Tai Chi, we've had several residents ask for that. It is only going to be on a trial basis, so I do want and need your feedback. If you like the instructor, if you think, we could find a better fit, I want that feedback. So if it's something you're interested in, please attend, and I'm welcoming that feedback. Also, things to look forward to. The April 28th, we're going to be doing a walk to downtown Disney. That's the day that the fire alarm is going off, so it's a good day to get the heck out of here and save our ears. Have a little fun downtown Disney. It's just a stone's throw away, so it's a nice way to escape. And then also upcoming is our quarterly balance screening on April 30th, anytime between 8 to 12. Remember, that's just kind of a snapshot of where we currently are in regards to strength and kind of our balance situation currently. And, it's not set in stone, right? It's fluid. Where we're currently at can improve, maybe it can decrease a little bit based off just certain situations, but nothing's ever set in stone. However, if you're not happy with the results and you want them to improve, it does take a little work, and I can't do that work for you. I can tell you exactly what to do, when to do it, how much of it, all that jazz, but at the end of the day, I still can't do it for you. As much as I would love to exercise for all 200 of you, it doesn't work that way. But I hope you come participate and see where we're at. Questions, comments, concerns? Mr. Don.
The 2 p.m. Tai Chi trial class is right in the middle of the North Orange County Educators Program. Makes it very difficult for us to do the book.
Yes, it does. If you know how to be at two places at once, I hope you share it with us. It's outside instructors. We have to work on their schedule, so there's not a whole lot I can do about that one. If you can give me more hours in the day, though, that'd be the ticket. Yes.
How long will the class last?
I think roughly 45 minutes. I know corral's at 3, so I think it'll be over by 3 for sure. Anything else? Thanks, everyone. Oh, sorry, Virginia.
When I went over to look at the bocce ball court, I noticed there's croquet equipment sitting there. Is the idea that if you choose, you put the croquet wickets, set it up in the bocce ball court if nobody's there?
So yes, there is the croquet set that we have that is, we moved it over to the bocce ball court. Uwe is not here, but Uwe Weimar helped us out with modifying our existing croquet set. And so we don't need to push the wickets down into the new turf that Ethan would be very disappointed with. So now they're freestanding. Yeah, so if you see Uwe, he did a great job. So again, kudos to Uwe and thank you for saving us on that one. But yeah, the wickets are freestanding. I know Suzanne Frank and her family have already been playing croquet out there. So yeah, you're more than welcome to play croquet as well. There's a full set, so yeah, please do.
But no scheduling, and if bocce ball people come, are we expected to forget croquet, or how does that work?
I think everyone's adults. I figure you all can have a cordial discussion and not get too hostile over bocce ball and croquet. I hope it doesn't come to blows with the croquet mallets, but Virginia's eyes got that big. I gave an idea, but I think there's plenty of opportunity and room for everyone to play bocce ball and or croquet. So, anything else? Great, thanks everyone.
Thank you, Ryan. By the way, I forgot to tell you, I want to plant a seed in July. I can't remember the dates, but I'll get it in the Friday memo soon. We're having philanthropy days again and we always try to do some fun stuff. Instead of keep singing for your support, which I think everyone's a little tired of at this point, we're gonna do a staff and resident talent show. So you may see Pam roller skating, Ryan probably juggling, Ethan's a real crooner. But what are you guys gonna do? So think about what your act is. We'd love to have as many people as possible participate in the first resident and staff talent show, at least first during philanthropy days. So think about what you wanna do. Okay, so something that else that front porch kind of threw in is a well-being research study. So they really want to get a sense of what makes you happy, what fulfills you. So we are partnering with E15 Group and CCL Hospitality to better understand residents' well-being and how to improve programs and activities in our community. And we would love to make sure that your voice is heard, help improve programs and activities, shape a more engaging community experience. And what to expect, you'll be emailed a short online questionnaire, 5 to 10 minutes, typically it takes, that will be emailed to residents and posted around the community, focused on your experience and participation in community activities. Results are confidential, and the questionnaire is available to take April 13th through April 26th, and since it's already April 16th, or 17th, it's in full swing, so I will make sure you get that as part of your Friday memo, and hopefully many of you will let us know what's working well, what you'd like to see different. Okay, spiritual care department updates. Of course, Sunday morning, multi-denominational church services every Sunday morning at 10:30 in the chapel. Roman Catholic Communion service, Monday, April 20th, here in the chapel at 10:30. Roman Catholic Mass and anointing of the sick with Father Nicholas, Monday, May 4th, here in the chapel, 10:30 a.m. And Bible study Wednesdays at 11 a.m. in the Clubhouse Theater. Also, the April Chapel News is available in the Post and in the chapel. The chaplain is available in the San Andreas Vault on Sunday and Wednesday afternoons from 2 to 3 p.m. The bereavement group, which will now be led by Andy Shrednick, will be on Tuesday, April 21st at 2 o'clock in the Lifelong Learning Center. And then caregivers of persons with dementia support group, led by Kristen Maas of ALS OC, will be meeting on Monday, May 11th in the LLC at 10 a.m. Also, Sal is taking half of today off because he worked, I think, on Monday. So I'll give you an update of what's going on in life enrichment. Outing to the outlets in Orange. It used to be called the Block. It's now the outlets in Orange. It's Sunday, April 19th, departing at 12 p.m. Doggy Day meet and greet, Monday, April 20th, 11 a.m. at the dog park next to BJ's Cottage. Food committee, Tuesday, April 21st, 11 a.m. Trader Joe's shopping outing, Tuesday, April 21st, depart at 11:30 a.m. Resident and staff appreciation lunch, which Ariel mentioned, is this Wednesday, April 22nd, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mimi's Cafe outing, Thursday, April 23rd, depart at 9 a.m. Team Jeopardy style trivia, Thursday, April 23rd. New time is at 2:30 in the LLC. Talked about the Gold Leaf reception, Thursday, April 23rd at from 4 to 5 in the Red Chair Lounge. Come and acknowledge those folks who have achieved Gold Leaf status. Gold Leaf dinner invitation only, April 23rd, 5 o'clock in the veranda. It's time again already. Arbor Day is the 25th, so on Friday, April the 24th, we will do the Memorial Rose Garden service with a new rose planted and acknowledging and honoring those who have passed in the last year. May calendar review, Friday, April 24th at 12 in the LLC. And then board games like Scrabble, checkers, Rubik's Cube, Tadpole, which I've never heard of, and Jenga. Friday, April 24th at 2 p.m. in the LLC, and Sal will be present to show you how to play. So just if you need something to do, you haven't played Scrabble in a long time, or Jenga, or Rubik's Cube, come and enjoy, have some fun with other residents. TED Talk video, My Stroke of Insight, Friday, April 24th at 3:15 in the Clubhouse Theater. Crafts with Jen, which I know a lot of people really enjoy, Saturday, April 25th at 10:30 in Clay's. Discussions with Amy, History and Humor, Saturday, April 25th at 3:30 in the LLC. So Amy's coming twice a week next week. Flower Arrangements with Araceli, also super popular, Sunday, April 26th. 12 p.m. in Clay's. Timeless Melodies, Frank Sinatra, Part 1, Monday, April 27th at 11 a.m. in the LLC. And the dreaded annual fire alarm testing, Tuesday, April 28th, the 29th, Wednesday, and finishing up Thursday, the 30th. We'll try to make it as painless as possible. Life Enrichment Department updates continued. Netflix movie shuffle, Tuesday, April 28th, 9 a.m. 9 to 1 in the pack. So I guess it's gonna be kind of a marathon. Downtown Disney, you can take the bus or walk with Ryan. Tuesday, April 28th, depart at 9:30. Emerald Court Choir performance here, Wednesday, April 29th at 11 a.m. Travel slideshow with Mary Glazer, Wednesday, April 29th, 7 p.m. in the LLC. Hilbert Museum in Streamliner Diner, Thursday, April 30th, depart at 10:30. And folks asked me at Coffee and Conversation, why only 8 signups? Apparently, you have to have a private group with more than 8 people, and Araceli said that they didn't have them available during this time, a private group. So we're going to take 8 people max, but hopefully go the next week as well. So birthday show, Thursday, April 30th at 3 p.m. in the path. And so it seems like we've got a lot going on. What questions do you have? Virginia?
There's a sign up for the tea for Ardell's memory, conflict the same day as the Gold Leaf dinner.
What time is the tea?
3:30 to 4:30,
Oh, crud.
and I just wondered if anybody noticed that.
Can we change it to 3, Sandy?
I know we have Mahjong till 3.
Well, it takes 5 minutes. Oh, because it's gonna be in El Capitan. Crud. Okay, we'll see if we can go a little earlier for a start for the tea. Okay, Dawn?
Way back in the beginning, on your first or second slide, there's a category called contribution.
Yes.
Would you be kind enough to refresh us on just what that means?
So the operating contribution, so what we're supposed to, or we're expected, when we have our revenue minus our expenses, we should have a positive result. Front Porch has an expectation that we are going to provide to them revenue, and that revenue basically funds support services and also goes into the CapEx. So in order to have a home office with legal counsel and accounting and marketing and graphic design, advertising, etc., that costs money. Our operating contribution goes towards basically supporting support services and CapEx.
And do you participate in the selection of that dollar amount?
Say that again?
Do you participate in determining what that dollar amount should be?
No, not really. So I when we do the budgets, which comes up every September, October, November, I budget, or I have a goal of what my revenue is going to be, and I have a goal of what my expenses are going to be, and the goal is to provide an operating contribution that is the same or 2 or 3% greater than last year. Corporate can tweak it, but the goal is, of course, if we've got rate increases at 4%, then my revenue is going to increase 4% plus whatever additional occupancy we add. Expenses are going to kind of reflect that because there's always going to be some inflation. So you're usually going to factor in 3 to 5% inflation into the expenses, plus any additional positions that we are hoping to add to the campus, and that's gonna give me my expense number, and that it's just simply the revenue minus those expenses is what the operating contribution is. And the goal is for that to be a little bit higher than this year.
And do each of Front Porch's facilities have that same responsibility?
Yes,
And it goes into a major pool that Front Porch uses for everybody?
correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? You guys had good questions today, so thank you. Thank you, Virginia, for letting me know about the tea. Sandy and I will try to compromise somewhere to make that work. Well, it's always a pleasure to see you all, and please have a good weekend, and we'll see you around campus, or as Ariel says, around town.